Hello, lovelies, and welcome to Tarot RN. Stands for Tarot Registered Nurse or Tarot right now because we want tarot and we want it now. So basically, I wanted to do a little follow-up reading on the collective, on the thoughts on their person's minds with regards to them. So basically, what is on your person's mind about you? And I'll tell you the messages that I got while I was shuffling, okay? So at the bottom, we're going to start with the Page of Swords, okay? So this is somebody who's acting in a way like, I'm not bothered. This doesn't bother me. So this feels like you and this person are in separation, but this person's acting like they have nothing to say. And while I was shuffling one of the oracles, the card "You Mean So Much to Me" flew out, but in reverse. So I think this person's trying to mask their feelings. They're trying to pretend like they don't care, like they're the tough guys and you're wrong, I'm not wrong. And at the bottom, from that same oracle deck that said, "You mean so much to me" in reverse, "You worry so much" came in reverse. So maybe this person's trying to act like you're too much, or you do too much, or you worry too much. Or maybe this person with their little Page of Swords in reverse with their mind games, maybe they're trying to play mind games with you. And we're not going to play into that. And then with my new oracle, at the bottom we had butterfly and patience. Okay? And with this one, butterfly, patience. I love this one. And this one talks about like maybe there's nothing that's happening now. Maybe it's stagnant right now, but you can't focus your attention on, oh, nothing is happening. What you need to embrace is the slow process of transformation. And again, those are the messages that I got while I was shuffling. I'm still going to pull some cards for you today, and we're going to do it the nurse way, okay? So we're going to look at the S-bar format. We're going to look at S for situation, B for background, A for assessment, and R for recommendations. So let's jump right in. With regards to these person's thoughts and feelings about the situation, this person that you're potentially not talking about, right? What is the situation? What are their thoughts? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups jumping out. I feel like this person doesn't know up from down, with the Three of Wands at the bottom, okay? I feel like this person maybe knows that they made a mistake. Maybe they're confused. Maybe they try to go after something that didn't really pan out, you know, with the Three of Wands in reverse. And they're thinking like, ooh, this isn't really going how I thought it was gonna go. So I kind of want to go home. I kind of want to either stay here stagnant. If going home doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Seven of Cups. So let's get background on their thoughts right now. Their thoughts on you. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords and then the Tower. These two wanted to kind of come out together. I think this person made an impulsive decision. I think they left or walked away or stopped communicating because they thought this is gonna fix the problems that we have. This is too much. I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna go away because I want to prevent further disaster. I want to prevent further damage. This is gonna end in chaos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go where the grass is greener. But you know what? The grass isn't always greener, and we see that with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this person is coming off like they try to do it from a good place, from their heart, but I don't think that was the case. I think they were operating from a manipulative way, and it didn't really go quite the way that they thought it was gonna go, and that's on them. Okay, let's go to assessment. Let's get the overall of their thoughts, which feel a little bit scrambled to me right now. Again, with that 7 of Cups, they can't really focus. The 3 of Wands reverse, they don't really go where to go next. And the Sun, I think, you know, their their thoughts are going back to the happiness that they felt with the Queen of Cups. When was the last time I felt safe? When was the last time I felt happy? When was the last time that I had deep feelings for somebody? This didn't pan out. Me walking away didn't pan out. When was the last time that I felt emotionally balanced? When was the last time I felt nurtured? And I think this is referring to you, dear watcher, dear reader, dear lovely, dear patient, because I'm your nurse. But that's the energy that this is giving me with the Sun, just kind of feeling a rush to maybe come running back towards you, or to whatever felt last safe for them. And then what's the recommendation? What is the recommendation for this person, this situation? Let's see, let's get some cards. A lot wanted to come out, but I want just 1 or 2, please. The recommendation, yeah, I think this person needs to, look at that, 5 of Swords, him with the flowers in the back, making amends, wanting to shift the energy, change the energy. I'm thinking this person thinks that the fix to all their problems and to the mess that they made is gonna be to come back, maybe apologize. They're gonna try to manifest a reconciliation. They're trying to come off like, you know, I'm together, this is planned. But you gotta know that sometimes this can be a little bit manipulative, especially with that 5 of Swords at the bottom. And then the 2 of Swords calls upon everybody to just consider your options well and pay attention to the red flags, okay? Because this behavior is not acceptable. We will not tolerate, okay? So let's get some messages. If they could, if the person on the collective's mind could say something to them, what would they say? I'm sorry, I messed up. Let's see. I believe in redemption, but these guys sometimes make it difficult, guys and gals. So let's see, what message do they have? Seeing you makes my day. I don't know if you have any contact with this person. Or maybe they see you on their timeline. Maybe they look at old pictures that they have on their phone. That could be a possibility as well. Let's see, what else? What message would they say to the collective? What messages would they have for the collective? Okay, and we have I want you to enjoy your life. You know, can you forgive me? I don't know, collective, can you? Because I'm not a forgiving person, but that doesn't mean that my way is the right way. It seems like this person with their little scrambled thoughts, impulsive actions, and this face of withholding communication with that page of swords in reverse, it seems like they're coming to the realization a little bit that they messed up, and that the last time that they were happy was when they were with you, that maybe they were trying to walk away from their feelings, trying to walk away and avoiding conflict. You know, some men just can't communicate. You know, some men are just not good at that. Maybe they felt like you were gonna, I can feel you, maybe they felt like you were gonna pull away, and they were like, oh, well, before she leaves, I'm gonna leave, okay? So either or, what are these persons, what is this person's next action? For the person in the collective's mind, what advice or what are their next actions? And this is again a new oracle, so I might read from the book. And we have snake, divine timing. Ooh, that feels a little bit intense, and I'm not against it. You see how we have like two snakes and one heart in the middle? I feel like this is you guys, to be honest. I feel like this is both you and this person kind of fighting and going at each other's necks, but it's all coming from a wounding related to the love that you guys either felt or feel for each other. And then at the bottom we have ugly duckling with discernment. Maybe this person didn't feel worthy of you, and that's why they bolted. You know, I'm not gonna read into this message right now. I do want to read into the snake divine timing 31. Maybe that's somebody's age. 31, or maybe the 31 of this month, or next month, or the month when you're watching. So it says here, snake spirit energy speaks of transformation. It comes in its own time, and it draws its own specific circumstances. You can't force it to happen. You can't make it come about faster. You can't slow it down when it does appear. There is divine timing for everything, and pushing against it is only going to cause internal turmoil, which I feel like this person is currently going through. And it says, take everything in our stride with calmness, neutrality. You know, don't act from a place of panic. Like, oh my God, panic, they're not communicating. It's advising you and this person that the universe has its divine timing, and that they're going to take care of the situation in whatever capacity that this should, you know, turn out in. Whether it calls for this person coming back with action and change and doing things right, or whether that means we need to stay in our own lanes for now while the universe works its magic. Okay, I want to get a card of advice for you. Forget about this person, just kidding. I do just want to give you one more card before we go into charms. One more card before we go into charms, please, for the collective. What messages do we have? We kind of had two here, and it says go deeper and step up and lead. Yeah, I feel like this is the universe advice to the person on your mind. I think this person is being called upon to channel their divine, either masculine or feminine energy, to step up and lead 2 new moons, okay? To create a new beginning in this relationship that's more centered in the energy of the sun or the magician, you know? Instead of going at each other like that. And let's see. We're gonna do our charms right here, right now, with regards to the collective and the person on their mind. If this person could send some charms the collective way to give the messages, what would the messages be? Okay. We have a little heart with a lock. We have a butterfly. And we have a little dragonfly. So there's that butterfly for transformation and patience. And there's that heart with the lock. I really don't think that this person's heart is open right now. And that's not your problem. It's not your concern. Whoever comes towards you has to come correct. Okay, so we have VR, virtual reality maybe. We have E, B, we have D, and X. Ooh, we got the X. We got the D. We got the R, Doctor, Dominican Republic. Rex, T-Rex. DX, diagnosis. This person got mental health issues. Are they acting a little bit crazy? BV, watch out, be careful, ladies. Anyways, that's all that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and like, subscribed, and whatever the people say for more.